Hello and welcome to the Wednesday night stream. I found myself thinking a lot about the longing in the last couple days. I haven't touched it. We were sitting in the chair from the moment we sat in the chair before we got off the stream last time, which I think we sat down before we got off the stream. But anyway, maybe we had to walk back. I don't know. Either way, haven't done anything else. He didn't say anything or think anything. Turn the audio on here. Let's have him get up. And while we think about what we're gonna do, let's go down and dig out the bottom room a little bit more. Might as well. Well, you know what? Let's start a fire. So this has been running at 4 times speed because of our decorations. Of course, we haven't been around to light a fire to get that 6 or 7 times speed. Come on. Oh, there we go. I was worried for a second it was going to crash or something. Down here. We discovered last time that we still need more wood for the bed. I think we still need more moss as well, but I don't think that'll be too difficult for us to get. But yeah, running at the 4 times speed. We're now 15 days in. Well, 14 days, 6 hours. So we've just passed the 2-week mark. So I'm hoping, I think it was the jump with the moss below that needed a 2-week wait. Yeah, let's pick away at this for a minute. I feel like we're either close or we're either going to see the end of a room or we're going to see another staircase. In fact, I think I see another staircase peeking out right here. How big is our room? How big can our room be, rather? I guess it's as big as we want it to be. So we need a little bit of... Oh, there's a mushroom we can harvest already. Keep. Can we grow it over here? I don't know if it matters if we should, like, let's not eat. Let's grow. The more mushrooms I grow, the faster time seems to go by. That's cool too. So I wonder if that'll, like, inspect mushroom. A mushroom is slowly regrowing here. I wonder if we get, like, multiple, because it would only make sense to, like, plant another one. Oh, I'd like to use the mattock. There we go. It would only make sense to plant one if we're gonna get, like, multiples out of it. Is he stopping? Wait, maybe I should read what he's saying. Granite. Maybe I can find a different spot down to the left. Oh, okay. Probably should have read that the first 2 times. In my head, he was still saying, let's see how far we can go. Let's see how far I will get. So we could pay another visit to the Hall of Eternity. We want to get some more paper. We haven't been back in there yet to determine if we have to walk 4 minutes before we actually find something. I've been doing a lot of kind of the opposite of what streaming the longing has become, but I've been doing kind of exercises on multitasking at work, and I've been very productive, and it's been great. But with this, I want it to be the opposite right now. Like, I don't want to allow myself. It's like fighting my ADD. In order to not go and try to find something else to do. Now, of course, talking about something is an easy out, right? Like, we can have a conversation about something completely not related, and technically that's doing something else. Like, part of me wants to do what I was doing Sunday night and like read some more gaming articles or something like that, but you know, I'm not really feeling gaming news right now either, aside from the fact that E3 got canceled today. Understandably so. You know, we're just talking about events getting suspended or canceled due to the current climate of viral outbreak or potential for viral outbreak. You shouldn't get together in groups of more than 250 people right now until there's more of a handle on everything. We'll come back to this. Let's go upstairs. We've got some other stuff we can check out before we actually toil with the pickaxe. Build bed. Wait, let's check that one more time just to refresh our memory on how many pieces we needed. I need 5 more moss and 2 more wood. Got it. Also, the next piece of paper we get, I realized that lice, there is an option. When I was uploading the videos to YouTube, one of them was a louse. So one of his wishes in his thoughts book is to have a picture of a lice for whatever reason, a louse. So we'll draw that next. Just need to get some more paper. Let's go see what's changed in the kingdom. Maybe not much. I don't know. Let's head out. I'm also going to open our map. No, don't go that way. Fun. Sound the horse's brain makes. Okay. There's our map. So if I need to check out where we're going, because I don't think we saved a bookmark for that moss, did we? Oh, we did. Yeah, let's just go straight there. In the meantime, what does the math look like on the time that we've passed so far? Let's say we'll do it in hours. So we've passed 14 days, which is 336 hours, plus about another 6, and I'll go ahead and say 6.5 hours. So he's burned off 342 hours. 342.5, let's remember that. Alright, out of 400 days, which is 9,600 hours. So far, he has waited 3.5% of the amount of time that he needs to wait before he can awaken the king. So I wonder if there's anything else like unexpected that changes about the map. I would hope so. Because, you know, patience, I mean, you know, the moral of the story could eventually be that patience doesn't pay off, but I don't know if they would do that to us. Yeah, we can pick that up. Get it. Oh, we got it. Yay. Alright, go into that one. Is another one? No. It could be that cruel. I just... I have a feeling that it's not. I have a feeling that there's going to be some stuff that pays off for us. Still need to find him a friend to talk to, or someone to talk to. It doesn't have to be a friend, I guess. The bed is probably going to give him the ability... Oh, you know what? We should have checked our thoughts. We could do that when we get back. We should have checked our thoughts to see if the mushroom giving him the hallucination counted as him being able to dream. Because he did wish to dream. And that seemed like a dream. In fact, I think he said something about being happy that he had a dream, and we got like an achievement at the time. It's very rare that I stream and I sit with my hands together in front of me and just kind of watch. I hope there's an update at some point, because from what I can tell, it's the game processing that causes some lag, which is very weird because it's 2D. It's not very memory intensive at all. So I hope we get like a bit of an update for resource purposes. I will not be using the Matic here. Whether we choose to wake the king up on time or not, I don't think he'd be very happy. We tried to break into his gold hoard. We should be headed straight and then up, continuing across to the right. There's a bit of a path in the background here too, so I wonder if those are red herrings. There's nothing to do back there that I can see. And there was only the one item in the background before. Now that I look at it, this particular room seems pretty treacherous. Like, I hope we don't have any stairs crumble under us or anything. Big stair in the cavern wall. How does time pass so fast and yet so slowly? Or rather, the obvious is that, you know, time would seem like it's passing slowly, but like, we've already been on for almost 20 minutes? Well, I guess I had my 5-minute starting soon message up, so we've been on for almost 15 minutes, but still. So this is going to take us down, and we still have another room to walk across. Or rather, this might be all one room. Oh, I might be able to grab this coal. Nope. I'll tell you, it is definitely an awkward time to have a little bit of phlegm in the back of your throat when you're at work. Do not want to be coughing around other people. Can we get this one too? Kind of manually walk this one, because it should be just to the right. It's just high enough. You don't have to crawl. It'll wax his head for us. All right. All right. Can we jump down? The moss down there is almost fully grown. I guess I can dare to jump down soon if I wait just a little more. Really? How much more is a little more? Also, what would we get if we get a second Matic? I like the music. Just a little more, huh? What do we want to set for ourselves as a time limit to come back? Noon? Can we make it to noon? We'd have to find some books. We're gonna have to pay a trip to the Hall of Eternity, aren't we? Maybe. Get some more paper, get some more books. Yeah, let's go there. Like a hair in the back of my throat. Pretty sure it's not the coronavirus. Pretty sure. I think I mentioned it the other day, but I'm pretty like I'm not letting any anxiety get to me about that. Like in fact I've even mentally prepared myself to get it if I have to. I'm not too worried about the odds. It is definitely dangerous and a shame that the elderly are so affected by it. But I don't smoke. I don't currently have any pre-existing conditions that I'm aware of that would make me a risk factor, so I'm not super stressed out about getting it myself. Fingers crossed, you know, that we stay healthy. I think he might be taking the shortcut. Bottom one. Let me double check here. There's no, oh, that was a door. Right, and he'll probably go up through here. Go. There's always coal. There's coal to pick up. Interrupting our auto walk. I wish these were hotkeyed. I mean, I don't know how often you'd actually need to hit them. But I kind of wish I could just like, or that they were pictures over here on the side or something like that. Time to mod. Yeah, take that background. I think I tried to go up here, and you can only go down. I already need a new drink. You know, while he is walking, give me just a moment. I'm gonna grab another drink for myself, and I will be right back. Normally I prepare myself like 2 or 3 drinks before I stream, but the longing gives us ample opportunities to hop up and grab a new one so it can be fresh and cold, and I don't have to let it get warm here on my desk while I'm streaming. See-through Sprite. Alright, so this path, I see where we are on the map. We're gonna head down through the caves, but the auto walk takes us the fastest way, which is nice. Just to try, we should try every wall. Just anywhere we can walk. I'm pretty sure I've done this already, but... I'm like eyeballing things like this little crack right here. It's like to see if there's something we can do. I don't think there's anything over here. No. Not even a coal. For our troubles. Let's take a walk indeed. I'm fully prepared for us to have to start with a 4-minute walk into the Hall of Eternity. Now, in order to make the most of our time, because we're not going to be taking any time off the top, hopefully it pays for itself in what we find in there, but in order to make the most out of our time, we need to decide how deep are we going to go. Because that's just that much further that we're gonna, I think, that's just that much further we're gonna have to go the next time we try. And I mentioned before that I'm not too keen on spending whole streams walking through the Hall of Eternity. And I don't plan on streaming like away, like AFK or anything. And I'm also not too keen on, like, playing while we're offline, you know, in case something cool happens. I don't want it to be missed. I'm gonna try to time these lag spikes just so I can maybe narrow it down a little bit further. What was that? Hold on, go back. Oh, something popped up. Did that happen before? Did I mouse over something? I mean, enter door. Does he just stand up in the middle if you stop? No. Okay. I guess I just saw enter door a lot sooner than I expected to. Telling you, man. It's like I'm seeing things. You just want so much for something else to happen. Bell tolls for thee down in the caves. Yeah, it just like appears, seems to appear a lot sooner and then disappears before you even get to the door proper when he's auto walking, so it kind of threw me off a bit. Guess that's the fastest way. Surprised we even made it down here the first time. I don't know what would be worse. Not ruining, right? But kind of spoiling the experience of playing through this by looking up. I'm fine, I'm gonna let him keep walking. By looking up hints, or to get to the end of such a long, stretched out experience and find out that you missed some things. Because I'm totally gonna look at guides and hints after I'm done with the game. That's a given. Into the light. I'll investigate again real quick. Yep, that's what we read before. Did it say enter? Tries to reach the end. Does he stop? I double clicked. I wonder if he'll stop right there. Hey, Strat. Well, I mean, this will surely keep you awake if you're about to go to sleep. I guess you can just double click and he doesn't just walk to that space, he just keeps walking. So this is probably going to be the most stretched out part of tonight's stream, because we're going to go in for a few minutes here and we're going to come back out again. And we got to listen to his feet slap the whole time. Oh, good. You can find stuff without having to walk like 4 minutes in like I thought we might. That's great. That is super news. I wonder if I can just hit control when we get close enough. Woo, book. Space. Yes! Nice. I don't even have to touch the mouse for a while. Oh, all's well over here. Haven't gotten sick yet. Again, I work in a place that employs like 500 people, and a good 300 people are there at any given day. So, I mean, I fully expect to get sick at some point in the near future. But I was just mentioning earlier that I think my odds are pretty good of getting over it. It's just terrible that, you know, it has such a high mortality rate for the elderly. So, you know, we want to try to prevent people from getting sick, of course, but I was also saying that it is a terrible time to have allergies because I've had this little bit of phlegm in the back of my throat, and I keep doing that number, but like at work, I don't want the stigma of being that guy that's like, and then they'll be like, no, go home. Paper. But yes, all is well. How about you? How are things there? Must be pretty late there, right? Like I don't know the conversion right off the top of my head, but you've got to be like staying up pretty late right now. Let's choose if we should get like 5 items out of here and go back, or if we should look for more maybe. I don't know. 500 confirmed and 1 death. Ugh. Hey, ladies game 2. Thanks for the follow. Is it behind it? Yeah, it's behind there. Got it. So we got a couple books now. Welcome, welcome. We got 3 things. It's going by a little bit more quickly than I anticipated as far as walking through here. I thought we'd have to walk for a really long time. Maybe let's decide at 5 items if we want to go back, or if we want to go for just a few more. I mean, what else are we missing out on? So we went up to the cliff that requires 2 weeks of a wait in order to jump down to the moss, and he said it needs a little bit more time. And we are just past. What is that? $220. Yeah, I guess it depends on what you have to do tomorrow. Is that a curtain? No, stop walking for a sec. Stop walking. We have to inspect this. Is this a curtain here? Pick up. A curtain. Matches the color of my armchair perfectly. Oh, so it's a curtain for our house, or for our room. Sweet. I thought I was gonna like open it and something terrible would be behind it. Yeah, let's keep going for a little while. You know, this is tricky, right? Because, you know, you risk making yourself into the fool that it talks about. Well, I'm not trying to reach the end, though. I'm not trying to reach the end of the Hall of Eternity. But yeah, we're trying to get a little bit of stuff and come back so that we can burn off at least another like 5-6 hours of the day, because I want to go check that moss again after like 385 and 12 hours. That would put us at like 2 weeks and a half a day. I think I interrupted myself a moment ago explaining it, but yeah, we went up to check on the moss that we could try to jump down to, and we need a little bit more time. And I have no way of estimating. It could be the remaining 17 hours of this day. It could be, but I guess the next good milestone to try to burn off and check would be another 5 hours. It is a little mind-numbing. Like, I could see for some people it's mind-numbing to just have the game be as slow as it is, but that's fine for me. It's a little mind-numbing to be slow and not have that timer ticking down while we're in here. I'm like, give me credit for the actual time that I'm playing at least. But I get it. It's kind of not a punishment, but it's kind of like a greed trade-off, right? And another book. Let's get, let's get this one, and let's get one more item. No, I hit control. Go back and get it. That was weird. It'd be funny if he just kind of spaces out every once in a while. Yeah, let's get one more item at least. We did get one piece of paper, and we can make the lice drawing now. Yeah, and those 3 books are really going to do it for us. Especially, well, I hope. I mean, it could be a 2-page book for all I know, or a short book of poems, but it would be really awesome if it was just like, Moby Dick 2, The Wailening. With this background and my transparent can, it looks like I'm drinking a White Claw. Last item for right now, and then we'll turn around and go back. So I was able to catch just a few minutes of your stream the other night with the raid, Ladies Game 2. It's fun to take a stroll in this realm, but I'm afraid that at some point I will have to walk the whole way back. Yes, that's true. Yeah, might need one. But yeah, Ladies Game 2, I was gonna say, I caught a bit of your stream. Did you get much further than this already? Because I took my usual like 3 days off in between Sunday and Wednesday, so I just had him set in the recliner, and he has 4 times speed right now with his art, so we only really knocked off another few days. Well, I guess it was a significant, I guess we knocked off like 12 days. I just wanted one more item, and we're walking pretty far now. If we don't find something in the next minute, I'm just gonna turn around. Oh yeah, no problem. I always look for someone who's looks like they're enthusiastically playing the same game that I was just playing more usually. You're about 378? Nice. Like I haven't looked around to many other people playing because I don't really want to see spoilers. Oh, okay, there we go. It's a rug, another rug. We'll get this rug and we'll turn around. That made it worth it to come a little bit further. I love that it changed the walking sound when we were walking on the carpet. First like 2 days there was like 3 of us streaming, now there's at least 10. Right? It's a speedrun race. First one to wake the king on time or to retire is the winner. I'm still waiting for like a little kid. I don't want to say any more descriptive things than that because who knows who is actually watching. But I'm still waiting for some impatient like kid or something to pop into the chat and be like, "What are you playing? This looks terrible. The graphics aren't even 3D." Meanwhile, I just want to find this poor guy some shoes. You thought it was going to be a stupid, boring game. That was definitely on the radar. It had potential in both directions, that's for sure. And it's not, like I said before, it's not exactly an idle game in the strictest sense like a mobile game idle game might be. I mean, there are aspects of it, sure, but like, and those aspects of this and of idle games are kind of addicting in that way. And it's so weird sometimes that games can bring out addictive feelings for things that real life doesn't. Because I could turn around and water a plant and then just be like, oh my gosh, it's going to grow and it's going to have a beautiful flower later and it's going to be so rewarding. But just like mentally, I don't think that would happen for me. But just to watch this little guy walk and then eat a mushroom at some point, I'm just like, we did it, boys! Does that kind of make sense? You gave Roller Champions a swirl? 3D didn't help that game. Huh. I'll have to check it out. What is that one? I guess I can look it up over here. Is it a remake? Oh, it's not on Steam, right? Oh, I see. Free-to-play sports game. Set to be released for Microsoft Windows. So they're trying to make roller derby into a kind of esport. Oh yeah, thanks for stopping by, Ladies Game 2. Pop in anytime. It's been awesome. I'll see you then. But yeah, the what is the game I'm thinking of? Super popular. See at 400. Oh, I have the same thing happen all the time with my phone. I'll see you then. Have a good one. Why can I not think of the name of it? I want to kick myself when I finally do see it. Rocket League. Can you believe I couldn't think of Rocket League? It's been around for how many years now? Also, if you Google free-to-play car soccer game, you get the game Soccer Cars. You don't get Rocket League for like 8 links. Anyway. I was trying to think of Rocket League. So they're trying to make roller derby Rocket League. Is that kind of what that is? Interesting. I mean, if you do it right, if you get the right groups, the right fans, because you can make anything a game, and you can make anything fun, and you can surely make anything not fun too. Like, this is a good example. The Longing makes waiting fun in some ways. Other ways, it's an exercise. But you could definitely have messed this one up. You know, if they didn't put enough time into it, if they didn't put the right artwork into it, like it could have been bad right out of the box. Is it free to play? Did I read that it was free to play a second ago? Because if it's poorly executed, Ubisoft's hit or miss on quality sometimes, and sometimes they do. Oh man, this white screen helped me realize I have a dead pixel. That sucks. Ubisoft is hit or miss on whether or not they'll go back and make something better over time. I think I read that it was Ubisoft Montreal, so we'll see. Closed alpha still. Well, I mean, that we have to give that to them then. We gotta give them some time. If it's closed alpha, then... Because when Fallout 76 came out, and I've ranted about Fallout 76 before, but when Fallout 76 came out, a lot of people gave it a hard time, and rightfully so for a lot of things. But when it was in beta, and people gave it a hard time in beta, I was like, come on, a lot of people were in line to try that game as quickly as possible who had never played a beta before, particularly some friends of mine, and they would like post this tearing it apart, and they're like, you gotta be ready for a release like this or something like that. I'm like, dude, you don't understand. Beta means that stuff might break, and they need your help to tell them what's breaking so they can fix it. But no, there was bloodlust. And it didn't help that there were legitimate things to criticize about it as well, both in beta and when it came out, marketing wise. And so, you know, the slightest bit of legitimacy gives them kind of a confirmation bias sometimes when they're out for blood. And by they, I mean just critics in general. Critics are important for reviews, and critics are important to point out things that legitimately need to be fixed, but no reason to go for blood. It's not really going to help anything. All of that's just a whole other side rant, by the way. I wasn't necessarily saying you were going for blood on this roller derby game. I take your word for it if it's rough. But it also sounds like, you know, you were completely aware that it was a closed alpha and everything too, so hopefully no harm, no foul. Right? Imagine if they judged, like, and it doesn't, oh, I'm trying to think of the right way to say this. Like, I was going to say look at Minecraft when it was in beta, but Minecraft was good when it was in beta, and it got better. But there are just some games that in beta, hey, there's the door. There are just some games that in beta, they're not perfect. Some show a lot of potential, like Stone Shard right now, like shows a lot of potential, but needs some work. And by needs some work, I just mean needs more content. The engine's pretty good. Let's take our haul home. Let's go home. We'll kill some time before we check on that moss again. But I love checking out betas. I love reviewing them. I love streaming them. Early access stuff. And I try to give that caveat, you know, this is in early access. Because I think it's a responsible thing to do as a reviewer. And as a streamer, it's like, you know, if something crashes in the middle of your gameplay, it'll make a big difference. Like if I paid $60 for a game and it starts crashing all the time, I will rant about how that is a problem. They need to fix it now. You know, I'm a paying customer. But if it's a, you know, early access game, maybe I paid $10 for it, or it's free to play, and it crashes every once in a while. I'm like, oh, maybe they're working on it. Maybe I'll even do my due diligence as a player. It is rare, but maybe I would even go and submit like a bug ticket. I've done it before for games that I love. Oh hey, he's gonna use the jump down shortcut. Watch your ankles. So far, nothing seems like it's changed on the map. The moss grew a bit. We need to go pick up 5 moss later. In fact, let me pull up the map again. Close the game after 30 minutes without even starting to play against actual players. So you like did like a tutorial or played against the computer, and you're like, I don't even want to play against people. It's fair. You can sometimes tell just by looking. People say don't judge a book by its cover, but if you look at the cover of the book and it's in a completely different language that you don't speak, you can at least know that it's not going to be for you. Let's see, let's go up and collect some moss before we head back, because we're only a couple rooms away from being able to do that. I don't think we have a bookmark for that area specifically. No, but we can go up there, and I should still make a point of picking up more coal. I'm skipping more than I should. But yeah, we can, I'm looking at it now. We should be able to go up past the green door to the library. Maybe we'll wander over to where the puddle's filling up to, and where he said it should take a month. Let's go in here. And we can see if it's like half full. Because we'll be over that way collecting moss. No! Did it again. Out of habit, I'm just clicking, like right click